Maddie knew who she was from a very early age.
So, you've had the same purpose statement ever since you were little? Yeah, ever since I was little, I just knew I was going to be happy, rich, and helping people. Well, how does that connect back to you now, in 2033? Well, with my current job as a pharmacist, I make a really good chunk of money, around $140K a year, and I still maintain a really good work-life balance, so I still have time to do hobbies, things like volunteering, reading, I'm actually a writer on the side, and just stuff like that, and I get to help people and make people happy. I see, but how exactly does being a pharmacist help people? Well, my job, it saves lives. I bring people medication that they could not live without. Like, I myself, I'm bipolar. I need medication every day to stay stable, and that way I help people every day. Awesome. What skills do you use every day as a pharmacist? And could you actually walk us and the viewers through a day in your life in the workspace? There's a lot of skills associated with being a pharmacist. I have to have really good people skills and communication skills, and of course hand-eye coordination so that I can fill up medication and stuff like that. I work about 6 to 8 hours on average, and a day in my work life really just consists of talking to patients, filling medication, and giving people other options. For example, if someone comes in and they need Plan B but we're out of stock, I can offer them other over-the-counter options. How exactly did you get here? Well, growing up, it was apparent that my parents wanted me to follow in my brother's footsteps and go into the medical field, but at first I was like, well, I'll be a surgeon, but I realized that I really thrive off of social connection, and to be a surgeon or to be a doctor, you have to go through about 12 years of school and then residency, and it really doesn't allow you to have a flourishing social life. So I knew I wanted something with a great work-life balance where I was still in the medical field and made a good amount of money. And through a lot of, contemplating and pros and cons lists, I landed on pharmacy. Well, what made you realize it was the right choice for you? Well, during my first year at Valencia, I took a class called SLS, and my professor taught me about my Clifton strengths, which just happened to be woo, strategical, achiever, restorative, positivity. Due to my Clifton strengths, I realized that it'd be best for me to work in an industry where I could show off my best traits, which are things like my skills with communication, my problem solving, my stamina, my enthusiasm, and my ability to spot patterns. These are all things that are super important to be a successful pharmacist, so that's when I knew it was right. Wonderful. What schooling did you go through, and what certifications did you need to gain to become a pharmacist? Well, it actually all started at Valencia, where I got my AA degree, and then I completed my bachelor's at UCF, majoring in biochemistry. Biochemistry is the study of chemical processes in living organisms, so that made a lot of sense to me with pharmacy. After completing my bachelor's, I actually went to UF to get my PharmD, which is essential to become a licensed pharmacist. And of course, I had to pass the NAPLEX and the NPJE. I also did a couple pharmacy internships to make sure that I was ready for the field. Wow, how much did all of that cost you? Alright, let me break down this cost for you. It was around $6,000 for my AA degree at Valencia, and then it was a total of $36,048 for my bachelor's at UCF. And then to get my PharmD at UF, which is a total of 4 years in school, I had to pay $95,440, and then to take the 2 tests, it was a total of $775. So in total for everything, it was a astounding $136,000 $263 in total. How did you afford that? So I actually paid for everything with a combination of scholarships, the Pell Grant, my parents, my job, and some online endeavors to make the money that I needed to get my degree. Did any courses help you throughout schooling? I'd say the course that really stood out to me and helped me throughout all my schooling was probably the curriculum at UF while getting my PharmD. There's not one single class there that isn't necessary and helpful as a pharmacist. So it was so lovely interviewing you, and I am so happy to reward you with the 2033 award for World's Hottest Pharmacist. Yes. Yay! Thank you so much. I love being the world's hottest pharmacist. Go and buy my new book coming out. Don't forget, not only am I the world's hottest pharmacist, I am also a world-renowned philosopher and children's author and illustrator. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time. Wow. Why am I got a Latina baddie? Yeah.
Yeah.
I said to be like in like your hand in the frame.
I'm like,
Go. Essential to become a licensed what?
farter. License to fart.
Oh.
Yep.
And chemistry, which is chemicals, and you know, what even was I going to say? I'm so Hillary Clinton right now.